Extra, 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 extra. Extra, 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 extra.
And we're supposed to get it in a proper time frame. Because we have a season coming up next season to go and plan for and to budget for.
Yes.
And if we don't get that money, what we supposed to do? You understand what I'm saying?
What about our elite players? Do you think the ABF is doing enough to develop our elite players?
Well, they build an elite training facility up there in Painters, right? So that is one step forward.
Okay. But I heard there's more to it too, so we'll wait on that too. Cause I heard that there's still more to be done around it.
That. Yes.
So
I've heard.
If for whenever it does happen in June.
So it is there. So we can't complain that we don't have no way for the youth to train. I can't remember the last, but I think the year before last, I think they had an under 15 program, under 15 league, maybe not last year before. I know Generation X has a regular one going on the last couple of years, which a lot of players and a lot of clubs participate in around the country. But from my standpoint, when I hear the term a country football association, the first thing that draws to mind is the responsibility of that association is to develop football in that country.
Yes.
So I hear Antigua and Barbuda Football Association. I think that Antigua and Barbuda Football Association responsibility is to develop young footballers in Antigua and Barbuda to represent Antigua and Barbuda. Green Bay Hoppers Football Club is to develop young players in Green Bay to move forward and represent Antigua and Barbuda. Five Island Football Club is to do the same for the community to move. So because in my time growing up, when I started playing, we had nobody playing for Antigua Hoppers at that particular time. You understand what I say? And I tell myself that can't right.
Yeah.
So then me and Chidik and Kelly decided that we got to bust the grind and get into this national team. They got into it before me. Unfortunately, I played longer in it than them. I got in after them. And then since I got in, there has been no less than 3 players in every national team that has been called. You understand what I'm saying? And I keep telling them, for me, in Green Bay, it's every time a national team called, somebody from Green Bay. No, after I done getting, after me play for Antigua in 2000 and captain, there was George Dublin and everybody else.
Yes.
That's how me think. Once me get in, unless Jesus Christ and broke off them, they got
that's how I feel sometimes.
That's what I think. So me don't know. Once me go to train and me work hard enough, regardless of who they coach me, whether they like me or not, then go pick me. Because then I want to pick me as somebody can say, oh God, they rap so kind of like you. And me I do nothing for you not to pick me. Right? So after me don't establish that part of my career, I tell myself, so every little you learn from the international coaches that come into this country. And the local coaches that go on to the national team. You need to go back to Green Bay and they party. And these youngsters don't.
Pass down.
So you pass down and then when you move up, them come up and so on.
You have to open the window, pave the way
for
them to come through.
If me here Antigua pick on team and only 2 women man, it bad me. If I 3 and 4 and 5, me the feel good. Some people will hear a national team and nobody from the coming and them are right. I'm saying this, granted that they might be happy that it's Antigua and Barbuda and they're Antiguas and Barbuda, which is far. But at the end of the day, you want to go in the stadium and sit down and know that you know that when the little boy born, you might not be one coach, but you as a spectator and mother and father know I was there when this boy mother was pregnant with him and look at him. No. That's where I'm coming from. And these are the things we need to take
into consideration.
And those are the things that was there in the early part where football in Antigua was so much different then. We're losing that now. So because we're losing that, it's going down.
That's kind of the tradition part of it. That's kind of to it.
But everybody intends to think the way they want to think. I can't about that. So if the way me think, I don't think there's much people that think the way I think. I've spoken to a few people and a few maybe with me and a few will be against me. You understand what I'm saying? But I think I'm not saying I'm right in the way I think we have a better chance because we produce a lot more, a lot better players in the past compared to what we really had now. Yeah. Because before that you could call 10 and 15 dominant players. I remember when Cheyenne, Saxman, Pampa, Chief Fives, Gio, Taj Charles, Laban Tissu from around Old Road, Kelly, Frederick and so on, both was dominant youth players and dominant players in the local league. Yes, I'm saying, and now I call how much 5 players that I think that it was back then. It was you could look in the Premier and call 10 real nice prospects. And that is what we need in our football and think about to go forward. Okay. And if we don't have that, because here a man, I'm not do not take it wrong. I'm not against importing players to play the national team. I was never against it. I am against it. I am against it being more foreigners than the locals. Reason being, I played with foreigners, and those that I play with come with the same thought process I had. Meaning, I'm representing Antigua, and that's all that matters. It's just like I'm representing the club I'm playing for in England. I'm representing my grandmother and my grandfather, and I'm giving my all and my die hard, just like those that born and raised it had to face the fans after. No, these ones that coming in might not have that same grit, that kind of mentality. So when them done playing, them jump on the flight and gone back. But there's not much Antiguans here to cost more that to make, because we don't have much playing. That's what I'm saying. And it's only he who feels it knows it. True. And those that born and raised and play through the leagues and the jigs and the grinds here is those that feels it
the most
and knows it. So we need to be able to blend our team a lot better. Being able to, so we develop the local players here, and then we find the foreign quality that could carry our team now over here.
I'm only going to touch on it because I had a prior conversation about it where I was even saying to them, it hurts when you're going to say we're not good enough, or they may not meet the requirements when you haven't even given them the opportunity, or you haven't molded them or gave them the training that is needed to get there. And like I always tell people, the worst thing than failing is not even trying.
Right.
You have players, they have talent, but instead of showcasing them, training them, putting them in camps, doing all the necessary things, giving them the facilities, the equipment that is needed to bring up their level of play to your expectations, you just don't put them aside and say they're not good enough, and then you bring in people from overseas. And then sometimes, in my own personal opinions, not all cases, but there are times when we bring in people who I don't even think is that much better than who we really have. And it's not because they're not better here in Antigua, but we just haven't given them the drive or the push in order to get there.
Well, me with you, most of the way that you went just now. Most of the way. If 90% of the time we have a national, the last part of my career I played under 3 foreign coaches. Willie Donaghy, Billy McEwen, and Tom Curtis. All foreign coaches, right? And all 3 of those foreign coaches took the time to develop a nucleus of local based players, a core. You understand? So Willie started with a bunch, and after Willie left, so let's say Willie developed 4. The next coach came, he continued with that 4, and he had his 4. And then the next coach came, so he come and meet 8 players of some sort of standard.
Right.
Now, granted that the coaches that they brought in kind of
focus.
Fine-tune those players. So he did 4 and he did 4 along, so he made 8. But the local coaches who developed us to the point where the coaches that come in now could fine-tune us. And this way it is now, are we as local coaches developing the local players?
Right.
And if we don't develop the local players, that is what we're going to say, they're not going up. So whose fault they're not going up?
Exactly.
Is it their own? Now, it could be said that it could be their own, because when I was a youngster, you could ask anybody about Ken Pennyfeather, who's a part of the football program, came up on me. And I just go wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning for a run. I'll put in our 2 mile, hit the beach, put in our 2 mile walk. And that do for me as a player. And then I'll go up on the field early man and I'll whack it, control it. Because I was trying to develop me personally, and me trying to get he into a mind frame and understand that he has to do it for himself.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but that was done to me by coaches from before, Pat Mail, Nabu, all them.
So then it kind of
know that we
if you don't do it for yourself.
Exactly.
It
so you help to make our way job easier. So we as coaches here have to understand that we have to develop our players and them. Not just look and say they're not good enough.
Because it's hard. I don't like that at all.
If nobody coach you, how are you going to be good enough? You could do all your personal work on your own, but somebody still has to put their hand on you. And I could say, Pat-Man put his hand on me, Nabu put his hand on me, Veron put his hand on me, Ivalu put his hand on me. You understand? I say these are the coaches who were national coaches when I came to locally.
Yeah,
and I came to the early part of it, and then Debo and Pretty Boy they come later on.
Right.
But the fine tuning and
the frame of mind.
Yeah, came from what Pat-Man did at the under 12 level. Letting you know that you have to work for it.
You have to work for it. Nothing good come easy.
You understand? And then now after, what the best thing that happened to me in football? I me getting coaching license. You know why? Now, me getting responsibility that me now have to coach people to become a good player. So that makes for my job easy. If me have to teach you how to do, what that mean me have to be able to do? What me teach you, innit?
Yeah.
So that elevated for me game. Then Tom Curtis was around, who was doing his bit in terms of helping me to become a coach and helping me to become a better player. So it elevated me. So the later part of my career when I was still, tussling it out, was because I was a coach.
You were
so
going through that phase.
I understand what he trying to get me to do.
You, and then still do it.
So I could control everybody over on the pitch.
Right.
So as I'm saying, Levinus asked me how me remember where for put them. I said, if me don't remember where for put you, it obviously me not listen to the man that tell me where for put you.
Do. Right.
You understand what I mean? So in order for me to become a better player, to become a better coach, me have to listen to the man that coach me.
You have to be a good listener.
You understand what I mean? And you know you did it. So we all have to understand as coaches, we have to coach. Coaching is hard work.
It is.
Coaching is hard work.
It sure is.
And you're not going to coach 20 players and get 20 good players.
Yes.
You might get 5. Live with the 5 you get and the 15 average ones you get. You can't want 20 good ones. Take your 5 good ones and make sure your next 15 above average.
Right.
And you're alright, you got a chance. But as I say, my opinion is my opinion, your opinion is your opinion.
Yes,
and his opinion is his opinion. So
opinion.
how he go about he things, he business.
It's more like just take the good from you, take the good from you, take the good from me, and let's put it together and make the best of it. Than be mad about the fact that we disagree on something.
My big friends, he could have told me, sowa, the wheel has already been invented. So do not try to reinvent the wheel. The wheel done wrong.
It done wrong.
So don't try to make on square wheel now, because when it's drawn, he get drop and he get drop.
It got hard for it's not going to be consistent.
So just use when you cycle already.
And make the best of it.
You could adjust it to what you want. You know what I say?
Bigger, smaller.
This coach might do it this way. You know what I mean? You have to do it that way. Don't for you which you can understand. You can play for.
Yes.
That's very much true. That's what I say. I believe in coaching my players. I don't care what nobody thinks. I'm not going to go and coach a team and know the technique is bad and just jump past technique and go into formation.
Yes.
Because you could know the world of formation. If your players can't control and pass,
it's not going to help.
Nothing going to for you.
It's not going to be effective.
Nothing going to for you. So, me, I go to the technical aspect of your game first. When we get the technical aspect of your game down, then we move you into the rest part, into the skill part, meaning being able to play against somebody. Because some artists believe that the actual game is the technical part. The technical part is being able to execute the different movements and so on in the game. The skill part is being able to compete against somebody.
Right.
You understand what I say? So then it's a phase, it's a process from A to B to C and so on and so on.
Right.
But if you just know how to put in the hard work, fine, you don't put it in. You understand? We say we the youngsters will suffer, the fans will suffer, football and thing about it will suffer.
Alright. Well, we are pretty much at the end of our interview, and for the amount of information and knowledge that you have given in this interview, I can say it's well more than enough.
Everybody don't know me now. I'm not going to go tell nobody I'm the best at nothing,
right.
And I know more than the next man. I always believe that everybody could teach somebody something.
Of course.
Even the smallest.
The smallest. No, it's the truth. That
right?
is definitely true.
So, if somebody wants to have one realistic conversation, like we just had a realistic conversation,
yes.
I'm always open. I'm not here for an argument.
It's as real as it gets here on extra time.
Anybody that wants to interview me,
yes.
I don't refuse to, but it has
it's
to be...
It's your time, it's your chance to talk.
It has to be that we trying to get something across in a positive way.
Positive, definitely.
Me and you coming to sit into this stride the next month.
It's not a debate.
You understand?
It's an interview, and this is where you air your side of the story.
You understand? So as you say, for the 2 hours or the hour and a half that we've been here is well more than enough information given. I could talk for 2 hours, everybody know that.
Hey,
but,
then we could have you scheduled because we're all about football and what goes on outside of football.
Before we finish, I just want to say congratulations to the Green Bay Hoppers Football Club for,
I was going to say that.
giving me my
Congrats.
first playing championship, my second championship as I'm part of the club. You understand me? Say it wasn't all bed of roses. We have our hiccups, players hiccups, executive hiccups, fans hiccups, and so on throughout the last 5 to 6 months. We cope with it. We try to deal with it as best as we could, and it apparently I guess we need hiccups in order to be successful because there was a few.
Nothing good come easy.
And we got to the fans, those who stayed, those who went with the players that went, those who came back with the players that came back. Those who came back when it's looking like we're going to win.
Yeah, sometimes they don't like to sink with the ship. They will sail with you, but they don't want to sink.
We judge, so still appreciate all
yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not personal. If you do me something, I can tell you where I do me, whether I like it or not.
And it's done.
And you're done with that. If you want to come to heart and attack
that's
me,
the way to live though,
so
life
be,
goes
because
on.
me are one child, one mother, and 2 brothers. A girlfriend and stepdad. That's it. So if them they want me really pay me attention to whether they like me or not. So anybody else that
I doubt that they don't like it.
right? So in a really bad way.
I doubt that
before I go to the next topic. These fans in Antigua who would come and tell the boys so we look better than half of the young players and them, and then when the game done up they ask me when I go retire. I ain't asking no question. Because the $120 coat for Monday I'll be buy that be playing for the horses and me buy them. None of them buy them give me. So when we're ready for top play, me get top. Me need none of space. Me can ask you none of them drink of water when I'm tired. No, because I'm saying if I'm playing such good football in such a why is it the first question?
Why
is it the question coming up? It's getting annoying now.
I understand.
Yes, it's annoying.
Hey, that's your personal feeling.
No,
that's your personal feeling.
How could you look at me at 41 and tell me, boy, so you look real good? And for me, I think I had a good season. And for say that, I say that half of these young players were inspired by me, a good bit of them.
And then they're trying to get you off.
It's testament to me to inspire next 15, 20 more players. But everybody wants this, retire. I'm getting annoyed at it. Demon older me still playing. Gary older me still playing.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
It have players that are 2 years younger than me, that not looking as good as me, and nobody asking no question.
Why? The flip side of it.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out what people getting out of this drive. You understand what I'm saying? Just let me do my thing, and when the time me judge Dublin, honest enough. But then it
kind of sucks that they throw that compliment at you and then they pretty much take it back with the follow-up question.
You know, an honest person, right, will always know when the time is stop. So. And me, believe me, honest.
But honest or not, at the end of the day, the only person that can make that decision is you.
You understand? No, but you see, people make that decision for me before. Because I retired from international football 6 years ago, I think it was 2012. And that decision was made by people asking me, so when they go retire, when they go retire.
And then it's a self-conscious thing.
At the end of the day, I was the last tournament I played was the Digital Cup in Antigua. Antigua hosted in 2012, in December. And I wasn't the worst player in the team. But everybody with this retirement thing. Antigua played the last World Cup quarters against Guatemala. And Carlos Ruiz plays for Guatemala. He's older than me.
Yeah.
So
well, you won't be influenced
and
this time,
Guatemala
right?
is way bigger than Antigua with a lot more talent than what we have. But a talent like me is me questioning the talent.
Hold on to faith.
You understand what I'm saying? So as and continue, the Green Bay Hoppers community, Five Island, I think for just coming back up into the Premier League did absolutely fantastic. Yes, they imported some players, but somebody had was to coach them, and the few local players had to play a part. But the foreigners alone couldn't have done it.
Done it by themselves.
That's what they say. Param, they came third. They went a little more local this year than they usually did. Chief, I have a young coach. Maybe it's like the second or third year in the Premier League. You know, they stayed up there. Jennings, they came back. It's unfortunate that you pack up and come forward.
But it happens.
But it is football. These things do happen. So the teams that stay up, congratulations, Triumph and Sweets. I think they just came up and they stayed up. SAP stayed up and then SAP stayed up, so that the SAP did go. I think Hoppers would have been now the second the second longest team in the Premier League because it's Param and then Sap and then us. So Sap did go with the job. Then the second time Sap escaped, right? To get second spot. But you know, kudos to them.
Yes.
Kerry Parker, Harry, Soda Challenger. You know, these guys went back to Sap and played their part to keep the team in the Premier League, which for me is heartfelt because your community is
it's first, yes.
That's how they say. Granted that you want to get whatever it is. The choice for maximum to leave the community is his. I'm not knocking the man that leaves. I'm just saying these guys went and they stayed and they grind with the team, with a bunch of players that they had, they got a few foreigners and so on and so on. And you could appreciate that.
Of course.
Anybody in the community
you have to give credit where it's due.
Right, could appreciate that. Then as I say, Sweets and Chance stayed up Arsenal. It's unfortunate, although the two-time champion is out of the Premier League and we're gonna miss the talent at Tommy Smith. Oh, in the playoffs, sorry. My bad. So so they still have a chance to stay up. So it seems like the ultimate dropout is Bullets. Ultimate dropout. I think they import some players. I understand that they had a coaching change so much throughout the season and I thought they was doing well during the first one. So I don't see the reason. And that's any guy that came in did a bad job. I'm just saying, if you have a guy doing a good job, whether he's good at youth development or not, he's doing a good job. I hate it to say better at youth development. I don't understand how that works.
Right. That's it.
Your opinion of the next man is your opinion of the next man.
Yeah, they figured it out.
Well, Empire is out, praise the Lord. Well, no, seriously, Empire is out, praise the Lord. Who want Bex come back, Sonic? You think if Papa's been out there, they won't glad? Why I think
the vibe in that great community be killing me sometimes though.
Holding no corners to Empire. Them ain't holding no corners to you. You understand what I'm saying? There are some young players up there. If anyone y'all out there smart, y'all come up us. Be smart about it. You understand what I'm saying? But if they're out, there's not I can say here to bring Empire back in the Premier League. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it because if Happers is out, there would have been more kids in Green Bay and Grayson than Happers is out. So they all don't think I'm going to come and go like a shy. And not shy. They're out. They're busy go fight them back to come back in.
But that's the game and the gamble of football. They just have to do that. You go down to first division and you fight your way back up.
If you all think that last night, anybody from Grace Farm, real Grace Farm people coming up there for see Happers win air, like, you know. They come on to see Happers lose. So I'm 5 and going up. Them rather 5 and going now. So me ain't being nice to nobody, they ain't being nice to me. I'm sorry.
That's just the gamble of football.
Yes, I'm if they don't want to speak to me after this, it's alright.
I doubt
it. Christmas gift.
I doubt it.
To buy. You understand what I'm saying? But they're out. All those who stayed up.
That's football. Everybody have their team. Everybody have their rival.
I hope all will hold it together and stay up. You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to thank Football Pro for later having me back here.
Sure, anytime is a pleasure.
As I said, I predicted Happers was going to win the championship.
You sure did.
Before the season started.
Yes, you did.
And Happers win the championship. I don't care if you think that it was given to us by A or by B.
You got it.
Today, March 19th.
Yes. 2018.
2018. Happers is the ABFA 2017-18 Premier League champion.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Nobody can change that. So I need to write on the history book. You know, some people might want to tear out the page or the history book, but I can't tear out the page of the history book.
It's too much.
So, as you say, thanks to Football Pro for having me.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
I'm always open to come and talk football with y'all. And
sure
to talk football with anybody in Antigua that wants to talk football.
Yes.
You know, as long as you want to have a positive football talk. Okay. I'm not into unnecessary debates.
Correct.
Me share my opinion, that's my opinion. Whatever you want to say about it.
Yes.
We could have a conversation about it. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not into the negativity. I want to see football go forward. I am an Antiguan. I learned to play football in Antigua. And my only aim is to see football in Munster develop, football in Antigua develop, football in Green Bay develop.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
1, 2, 3. Alright, folks. This is Extra Time. We had George Sowa Dublin with us this evening. Good night.
Extra.